Okay, at least we won last week. Wasn't pretty, but Greg Groves is now leading the NFL in passing yards, along with Spears in rushing yards and Snead in interceptions. Um, we're like one of the best offenses in the NFL. We're top 5 in points, top 10 in pass yards, and number 1 in rush yards. And we're 3 and 5 because our defense is bottom 5 in each category. Like, dude, we're the same overall in offense and defense. It's just a clear gap in actual production. So we've gone through 8 games. We have to check the stats. We have to do trade deadline. We have to look at the Saints team. There's a lot to do today. But I'm not sure how many moves we're actually going to be making in this deadline. We'll see. Okay, starting with the stats. Greg Groves, 1 in yards, 18th in touchdowns, 24th in passer rating. Spears, well, I guess there's a clear reason why Spears is number 1 in yards, because he also has the second most carries in the NFL, as Russell's 19th in yards, 18th in touchdowns. Full stats are here now. Groves, 2,100 yards with a 60% completion percentage, 262 yards per game, 13 touchdowns, 7 picks. Taken 18 sacks in 8 games. Tyjae Spears, 132 for 677, averaging 5 yards a carry and 7 touchdowns. Oh my god, Greg Groves has 7 fumbles. Like, that's insane. He's a fumble per game nearly. He has 3 rushing touchdowns as well. Raynaud, still no rushing touchdowns. He has 47 carries, 276 on the ground, and McLaughlin has 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 for our fullback Byer. Receiving, Quincy Russell, 19, which does not lead the team, but 509 yards, 5 touchdowns, leads the team, both of those. Mims, 25 receptions, 503 yards, 3 touchdowns, been a pretty consistent receiver. If he keeps playing like this, we'll have two 1,000-yard receivers, but with Crocker eventually coming back, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Burks leads our team in receptions, which is a surprise to me. 373 yards, 1 touchdown. Ian Crocker, 24 for 284 and a touchdown. Dylan, I keep saying Dylan. Donald Raynaud, 19 receptions, 186 and a touchdown. So that's over 400 scrimmage yards. So we're pretty balanced in sacks allowed this year compared to last year. All of our starters have allowed 2 except for the one that's been injured this whole year. Baker, of course, leading us in tackles with 68. Trailing him is Starks with 47 and McCreary with 45. Leading us in tackles for loss is Aiden Hutchinson with 11, followed by Baker with 10 and Emma Cady with 8. Sack leader is also Aiden Hutchinson with 5.5, which I expect better than 5.5 to be our leader, but we have been a less good sacking team this year. And then Wyatt with 4, Baker with 3.5, Thompson with 3. It's crazy to see Emma Cady with like 2.5. But Snead, of course, leading our team in interceptions with 6, Starks with 2, and 1 for Thompson, Tapp, Hooker, McCreary, and Calhoun. Which means we have what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 interceptions. 6 of them by 1 player. Snead could win Defensive Player of the Year this year because he also has 4 deflections, which doesn't lead our team. Our team leader is McCreary with 6. 1 forced fumble by Calhoun. And not much else on defense. Lutz is 70% from field goal. He's 7 of 10. I think all his misses are from 50 again. Yeah, he just misses most of his kicks from 50. And Stonehouse averaging 45 yards per punt. No kickoff return touchdowns this season. We do have a punt return touchdown, though, by Meredith. I don't want to forget about him. I just didn't check it. We can check the yearly awards for the first time. Of course, we're not in MVP or Coach of the Year contention. AFC, we're not Offensive Player of the Year. It's going to be tough. We're not winning that with Spears. He's going to have like 2,000 rushing yards. Defensive Player of the Year, we're not even... One of my sneaks right here. Greg Rousseau's leading that right now. I don't know how many sacks he has. I haven't checked. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Groves is behind Sheldon Thomas. And so is Crocker and Raynaud. They're all on the list. We don't have a defensive player. I mean, we have Powell, but he has not played nearly enough to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Best QB, Groves is 9. Best runner, yeah, what Russell isn't playing enough right now. Still, even still. Jenkins does not deserve best off season. Best defensive lineman, Hutchinson's on the board, but he's going to need more sacks. Best linebacker, Baker, right beside Wyatt. If he leads in tackles and tackles for loss again, he might do that, but he's not really high on tackles for loss right now. No surprise that the best defensive back is L'Jarius Sneed. We're not going to win best kicker. So if you want to look at records that we can break this season, I think it's unlikely that we're breaking any career records anytime soon. Season, probably not breaking any season records. I'm just looking and seeing how. I mean, we could eventually break one of these two with Russell, but he's going to have to play 17 games a season for that to happen. And honestly, I feel like Hutchinson should be able to easily crush the sack record, but he's not doing that right now. In a game, yeah, the passing stats are going to be really hard to break. Same for the rushing stats. I could get past 272 yards and 3 touchdowns. That can happen. And I've tied the sack record already with Aiden Hutchinson. And I've tied the interceptions with L'Jarius Sneed. We have to break it. I think we should be able to crush both of these records. Groves is halfway through the season with 13 touchdowns, and he'll be having less. He'll be playing this. We'll be playing the Saints, so hopefully we can at least get a few there. Mariota, we're crushing the passing yards record. We already have 2,000. How much is it for a rookie season in the NFL? Andrew Luck with 4,374. That's probably not going to be broken by me. We don't have a rookie, but he's not breaking Russell's touchdowns record or this yards record. So, I mean, he could break Russell's receptions record, but he's going to have to really turn up the heat when he gets back in the field. I don't think we'll be breaking any of these records for any rookies this year. I mean, I could throw over 371 with Groves. That could happen. We got really close. We threw 366 at one point. Was that just last week? It might have been. But, so the main trade piece that we could use is a man who does not intend to re-sign with the Titans. Not Ian Crocker. I'm just saying, yeah, one more week. It's a man who I really want back, but he doesn't really want to be back. Well, I don't really want him back. I kind of want him back, but he's also not great. His name is T'Vondre Sweat. Now, ratings-wise, he looks pretty decent. Nothing crazy in the pass moves. Really, I think it's just because he upgrades kind of slowly. He has really good strength. He doesn't really use it for much. And he has a very big contract that he wants us to sign. Like a huge contract. I mean, of course, defensive tackles won't be paid a lot in this game, but this man wants $74 million over 3 years. So, because he wants about 12.5 over 3 years. Oh, this is a neutral offer. This contract should be about 50 million. Well, no, oh no, because it does the signing bonus each year. So he wants. It's just really an insane signing bonus, is what he wants. I mean, really every player in this game wants insane signing bonuses, but especially compared to their contracts. But I don't know if I want to pay him for 3 years this much money, and then I want to pay him at least this. Because he's going to want a player-friendly contract because he doesn't want to be here. He wants to be close to home and have a franchise quarterback. So if I put in 14.5 times 3 plus 14.1 times 3 I know how I messed it up. 14.5 times 3 plus 14.1 times 3. That's 85, nearly $86 million. Oh man, that's a lot of money for a guy who doesn't want to be here and also has not performed. So I'm thinking, because he has 1 sack this year, this man barely puts up any tackles. He's never put up more than 5 sacks, and he's never put up more than, what, that would be 4 tackles for loss in a season. He has 3 right now. This looks like it's about to be his best season. So my 2 options are this. I'm not signing him, by the way. I'm not giving him this contract. Number 1 option is trade him away right now, which could be really, really good. I could get a really good pick. Thing is, we'll probably be a little bit worse for the rest of the season while we're already struggling. We can get some really good players and picks if we don't trade for a player. I mean, of course, not all of these deals are great, but I mean, Tyler Guyton's an insane player to be able to get for him. A Telfer from the Jaguars. What a coincidence. You can get Jonathan Brooks. I mean, that's not really an important position for me, but still. You can get some really young, good players for T'Vondre Sweat. Or just an older player if I'm planning on winning now. But these left tackles are the most intriguing. That's one option. The other is I can franchise tag him and trade him during the off season. Or I can just not re-sign him, but that's probably the worst option because you don't get anything out of him. I'm thinking trading him right now because I could get a really good tackle, offensive tackle, but then I wouldn't need Wills. But like if I did this, for example, I could really just overfeed this and see how much people want Sweat. That's like, so now I know this would definitely not work. But like they don't hate it. They would nearly take 2 firsts for T'Vondre Sweat. So that means I could easily get a late first for T'Vondre Sweat. The question is, do I do that? It's the last week of this, before bye week. I have to decide now. The thing is, I don't really care about Sweat, because, like, this is my defensive line with him right now. It's Hutchinson, Ebiketie, Sweat, and then either Wyatt or Bushrod, whichever one ends up on the field. And sometimes Ernest Jones if he rushes off the edge, but he hasn't been doing that as much this season. If we take him out, it'd be Ebiketie, Wyatt, Hutchinson, Bushrod, because I'd move Bushrod to defensive tackle. And then Macklin would probably get more snaps, which I'm also not re-signing Devontae Wyatt. But like I think trading him might be the best choice, because this is the best value we're ever going to get for him. Because if I tag him, he's going to be a 27-year-old. He's going to be slightly less valuable, and he's going to be on a crazy hard contract to trade away. It's probably going to be around $20 to $30 million. But if I trade him right now, he's a $2.84 million cap hit, and he's at his best, basically. He's basically in his prime. And then I can get Bushrod in more in his second season. Especially because even if we win games this year, I don't think Sweat affects how good we are this season, is what I'm trying to say. Thing is, I could try to like get this second Chargers pick, because for some reason they have 2 of every pick. It would kind of make them a little bit less broken. I know they won't take this deal, so I can just like, I don't think they'll take this. Yeah, they won't. So it's hard to say. I really think I mean, it would be actually but them getting like a pick from a team that shouldn't have that pick, so it'd be kind of weird. But I know I could get the Bucks pick because it's late in the first round right now. I don't want to trade to a division rival, even though the second pick does sound really nice. The thing is that the Cowboys were offering a tackle, which I think is a terrible trade for them because they already don't have a right tackle. Well, they have a young one, to be fair. You have a rookie. Yeah, I mean, actually, they have a pretty good O-line depth. But they say they're willing to trade Tyler Guyton for him. The Bears are willing to trade Rasheed Walker. I think all the best deals here are pretty much exclusively offensive linemen. The offensive lineman ones are by far the best deals. Well, Braden Smith isn't a good one. And I don't know why I do this. That's just terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, they were saying they'd give us Guyton a 5th for Sweat. And then I don't really care about these guys. Because right now I'm thinking, like, it could ruin us, but also Talie's Fuaga. He's a I kind of would rather go for... Who's the best at... He's actually a pretty good pass protecting lineman. Because then we got Rashad Walker, who's a bit older, but we also get a 4th out of him. He is a pass protector at heart. He's an amazing pass protector. Pretty bad at run blocking, though, to be fair. I mean, there's some really interesting deals here. I think it'd be kind of a mistake to pass up one of these linemen. But do you even want... I mean, because I don't care about making my defense worse. Sweat's not helping it. It's not like he's really affecting it. It's not like losing him would make my team much worse. And then yeah, Guyton's really solid. It's hard, man. Like, which tackle do I go for if I go for a tackle? I think Guyton might be the best. What's his I need to look at these guys' contracts, because, like, how long would I be keeping them around? Guyton needs to be re-signed next year. He'll have a lot of money. He likes the Cowboys. Okay. So he likes playing for the Cowboys. I don't know if he liked playing for Tennessee. Does Rashad Walker have like a long He's 27. He must have just re-signed with the Bears. No, he didn't. He must have... Okay, so he has a very expensive contract along with... I'm going to just move to the trade screen because this is kind of tedious. Because the fact is I'm not trading Sweat for... I mean, I'm not signing Sweat to an 88 or so $1 million contract. It's just not happening. So he looked at Walker and then Fuaga because Fuaga's 25. He probably is. Yeah, he's on his rookie deal. Have they not re-signed him yet, or should he not be signed until next year? Okay. Ooh. I kind of want. He likes highest offer, Super Bowl chase, historic championships. Fuaga might be the best choice, just for like a highest chance to re-sign him easily, because he just cares about money, and we can pay him next year. We don't have to pay our quarterback until a few years from now. He believes the Vikings are a playoff contender. Thing is, he's not as good as a pass protector, and I really want a good pass protector instead of Wills, who will probably just be a backup. I mean, those are the only tackles I'm considering because I'm not trading for a 31-year-old tackle. So is Guyton... Because, yeah, McNeil's not good either. Wait, 2028's this year, right? Yeah, it is. So, I mean, I get a 4th round pick this year for Walker. I get a 6th and 7th this year for Fuaga. And for Guyton, I just get like a 5th, I think. A 5th next year. So even the game, though, Guyton's really good because they're trying to say, yeah, you get the least for him. I don't have a 4th or a 5th this year. And I get a 4th from Walker. The thing is, Walker's like the most... I really want Fuaga, dude. Even though he's not a great pass protector, I really want Guyton, too. I really do want Guyton. I think Guy might be just like the most complete. He's literally a year younger. He's like the most complete out of the tackles. I could really roll out to his side easily. I wish I have to re-sign him next year. They picked up his option, obviously. But I'm not sure if he's going to want to come back. I mean, if are we a big market? I'm not really sure. How do I decide between these three tackles? Let me look at them one more time each. So we got Walker. He's getting paid a lot for both of these 2 years. He's a pretty bad run blocker, really great pass blocker. A little bit older than the other two. Doesn't really want to be with the Bears. And then we got Tyler Guyton, who is a much better run blocker and about as good as a pass blocker. He got his 5th-year option picked up, so next year he'll be expensive. And then we got he's 2 years younger. And then we got from the Vikings Talise Fuaga. He's cheap for both of the next 2 years. So I guess he doesn't have a 5th-year option, is what's happening. He doesn't have a 5th-year option. Wait, when was he picked? He was 1st round. Maybe they just declined it or something. I'm not really sure. Or they haven't picked it up yet. Maybe this year they have to pick it up. I'm not really sure. He's the worst pass blocker out of the 3, I think. But like, I think Guyton's the best choice. Even if he doesn't re-sign. Which I think I can get him. And I'm more willing to pay him than I am to pay Sweat. I'm just doing experiments right now, guys. I'm seeing how many picks I can get for Guyton. Guyton at this year 4 is just not enough. You could give them a 6 this year, or like. This is the deal we're gonna go with. T'Vondre Sweat and a 6th for Tyler Guyton and a 4th. Our offensive line just is goated now. I don't think that he's going to be a final piece to this roster. I'm going to be honest. That was a lot. So we got one of the most complete offensive lines I've ever built in Madden. I built a really good one in Patriots franchise too. I had Swinton. I can't remember their names. If I look at them, I'll know. Like, that was a really good offensive line too. But we got a little bit worse on defense. But really, how much was Sweat really doing for us? Not much. He really wasn't doing anything for us. I should probably cut somebody though and add to the defensive line depth because we have nothing there now. We have one backup because Butch Ross is going to be playing defensive tackle now. Sucks to make a change. So, now when he comes back from injury, but it's going to be best for him. He doesn't have to do much better than Sweat, especially not this year. So yeah, one of the offensive linemen get cut. It's probably going to be Colvin. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, this is the defense now. I mean, really, did it get much worse? Is Sweat to Bushrod really that much worse? Because what was Sweat doing for us? The ratings are definitely a difference, but Bushrod only has 3 less strength, 6 less tackle, 8 less box shed, 5 less power moves. He's a worse player, but he's faster, he's younger, and it's cheaper. And I just got Tyler Guyton, and my offensive line is like really good now, especially the tackles. And I'm not sure why they have Guyton. I don't know why they have it like this, but I don't really care who plays which side. Our outside run game probably is undefeated now. But next, do I have D lineman in my practice squad? I do. I have Cummings. Doesn't Cummings have a decent rating, though? In one of his stats? Yeah, 74 finesse moves. Alright, Cummings, welcome to the team, buddy. I'll have to put him on the depth chart, but... Yeah, we're going to fix this depth chart up, because the rush is kind of weird. But, we'll just add someone to the practice squad. It's so funny seeing Joey Kilgore here, because I literally remember scouting him. He just didn't make a team somehow. Jeremiah Stewart seems like a pretty decent undrafted free agent. But number 45 has so much aura when we still had Deion Jones. Yep, Will Hernandez from the Colts to the Raiders. Zach Allen gets traded to the Bears. Okay. Okay, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm going to change up my depth chart. We don't even need to move comments here. We can move him to like one of the edge, or both of them. And then for the rush stuff, alright, it looks good. Wrong thing. Why is it like this? So I have Jones here, and I mean, it's fine. We can have Calhoun back him up. And then rush right end is obviously Ebiketie. We'll have Jones third string here, and we'll put like Thompson, because Thompson has actually had a half decent season, so we'll give him an opportunity. Or no, I should probably have it like Hutchinson Jones and then Ebiketie Calhoun here. We'll just have for a third string here. We'll see how this goes. It might look weird in game. We'll find out. But yeah, that's a lot to go through. So we got Tyler Guyton. We still got Russell Grill. I don't know why I was considering that they didn't pick up his 5th-year option yet, because we're already at the auto-generated players. So that means they definitely already went through his option. Anyway, I don't think it's worth picking up Will Lutz. His power's getting worse. He's old. I'm just going to find the guy with highest power in free agency, probably. You know, he has done good for us. We will miss you. And I'll probably resign my fullback. He's been doing a half-decent job. Get him for 2 years. He's back. And, okay, we have a few players we still have to get through. I kind of want Sanders back, but he wants a decent amount of money. I might have to wait till free agency to bring him back. Probably no way we're getting Ebiketie back either. Dude, Derek Force is not budging. He thinks he's getting signed this free agency period if we don't. I don't know why he thinks that. I don't know who told him that. Also, now Devontae Sweat is officially in state. So hopefully he has fun with that contract situation. Looks like nothing changed for percentages here for scouting. So we'll move on. 28 minutes. Not even that weekly strategy yet. Okay, Saints are pretty terrible. Oh, we can check their team. Hold on, let's do that real quick. Get to see why they look so bad. I mean, actually, the Patriots are like the same overall, right? They looked pretty bad at some parts. Quarterback is Mac Jones. They have a rookie back here. I think he's normal dev, though, Rashad McCullough. I would just put him in anyway. I don't see a reason to put Mac Jones in. It should be Rashad McCullough. We'll see if he actually gets in. Jerome Ford and Trey Mays at their running back position. Neither are especially fast, but like they're decent, I guess. We're not a great run defense. They might still get some good plays against us. Chris Olave, Malachi Sherman, and Rashid Shaheed at receiver. This isn't a bad core at all. It's actually a pretty good and quick group. Jawan Johnson's hurt, so we'll see Charleston Byers at tight end, backed up by Matt Cody. Offensive line is decent. I probably wouldn't want my guy DJ Glaze playing right tackle, but you can probably find someone better during your draft. Carl Granderson, pretty decent defensive line. It really doesn't look that bad. Team doesn't look terrible. Brissy should be a good defensive tackle. DeForest Buckner, too. Willie Gay, Zaire Franklin, Pete Werner round out an average linebacker group, and the DBs aren't terrible either. I don't know. I mean, their safeties aren't great, but I don't know. This team looks better than that Patriots team. Okay, now we can officially get in the weekly strategy. Let's see if I find a short pass, sure, whatever. We'll go to backups now because this is kind of a must-win game. We have to beat this team if we want to go to the playoffs because we can't lose to another team that's worse than us. They're showing Brian Brzee and say, yeah, you should run inside, man. I don't know why they say that. Let's try to run outside. Let's see what our tackles can do this week. We can do full pads because we're completely healed here. I don't care what our drills are really today. Who did we do last time? Raynaud. I think we definitely did Raynaud. I'm not sure who we did after him or before him. So, we did Tap and Raynaud. So this time is Raynaud and Calhoun. So now we can do regular rushing attacks since we already tried all the other ones, which means it's free gold. Give me some good blocks, Bayer. I said Briar. Like the girl from the DLC of Pokemon Violet. I'm gonna miss when Violet isn't the newest game anymore, dude. It's gonna be sad. I mean, of course, it's gonna be good to have a new game, but like, I'm gonna miss this game. I don't even know why I'm taunting because it doesn't give you nearly enough points to be worth it. Not to score and save those extra seconds. What the freak was that? We better beat the Saints by a lot today, man. We just played a tough game against the Jaguars, who are the same overall as us. We don't really beat teams that are the same overall as us. So we really need this win against a team that's 4 overall lower. Y'all remember Terrell Middlebrooks and Ronald Pittman? Pretty nasty duo. I think I like Pittman more, even though I think Middlebrook's got the majority of the carries because Pittman was also a receiving back, so he also got receptions. I'm just trying to waste as much time as possible, so I can this can just be the last play. Dang, I still saved this second. I could just wait till it was 0. I didn't have to do that. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to hurdle somebody now because that's the only reasonable reaction. I could have waited for 100,000 there if I wanted to. It's just that drill is so easy compared to a lot of the other ones that just actually have a chance of you failing. All right, Calvin, it's your turn. Just don't get pancaked, buddy. You let go of me. Thank you. Oh, no multiplier. Okay. Oh, fumble too. Oh, of course it's Groves. I forgot. Because I like Levis never fumbled. I've already made Groves fumble 2 times on that drill. Maybe it is carrying. Maybe I have to start doing scrambler for Groves because I'm kind of tired of him coughing the football up. So best offense in the league, we are top 5 probably, in bottom 5 defense. That's just, I don't think I've ever had to deal with that before because usually, I don't care if Mullen's hurt, to be honest. What was I saying? McLaughlin's hurt, which doesn't really affect us at all because I mean, if Spears gets hurt, then it'll be a little bit annoying. But hopefully he's fine. 3 new messages. Yeah, Mullen. Okay, I don't care. This is the most regular game of all time, which we're all white with blue helmets. Let me just make sure that, because in the old games, you have to load the away pants for it to, like, I'm not sure if it still does that, but the Saints can wear their black helmets because I know they have them. Yeah, they can do that. Man, I used to play Saints 2 times a year back when I did. They only have 1 superstar dev player? Dang.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the Saints, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year, a little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. Midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football.
Okay, the Saints will receive. The crowd is pretty loud for cheering for one of the worst teams in the league. How are the Saints 5-3? I know I already asked that, but how are they 5-3? They have a barely average defense and a below average offense. Is Mac Jones over here balling? I know he was like the passing yards leader last season. He is balling. Well, not really in yards. He's doing decent in yards, really good in touchdowns, not great in picks. It's just a weird season. How are they winning games? Maybe their division sucks, I'm not sure. Like, our record should at least be flipped. Can we play defense today? That'd be really nice. We played defense until the 4th quarter last week. Let's just play regular zone because I don't want to blitz a defensive back when they have 3 receivers on one side because that pretty much never goes well when there's a sack. Devontae Wyatt, his 5th of the season. He's asking, who needs Tavondre Sweat? It'll be 3rd and 13.
They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
To throw is Jones. He fires in the area of the running back. He basically threw it away. The Saints go 3 and out. Good start. Thanks to Devontae Wyatt. To return is Meredith. I kind of forgot that he had a punt return touchdown because we lost that game to the Bills. But here is Greg Groves, the rookie, and the NFL leader in passing yards.
They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself. Their rookie quarterback.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with...
We said we want to run outside because we just traded for Tyler Guyton on the left side of the field. Number 60. Spears' first carry gets 8. If that's a better a better block by Russell. That's a big game for Spears. Still no Crocker. This should be the last week without him, especially with the bye week coming. Spears again. He has enough for a first down. This time, Groves against the blitz, firing for Russell. Who's got it? Inside the 5. They really decide to blitz and leave Russell one-on-one. That's how you punish him. I mean, we take a lot of jump balls to Russell, and I think probably a third of them work. But the thing is, when he also catches a bunch of in routes, it doesn't feel as risky because he's going to get yards anyway. Just can he add on those jump balls? Not this time. Adebo's like, you're not doing that to me again. I don't really want to call such a... Yeah, we'll do this. Getting it out. Spears trying to get to the cone, and he'll be short. 3rd and goal at the 1. I want to run inside, but that's the opposite of our game plan, which means it probably won't work. Whatever. Spears is in. Touchdown, number 8. I think number 9 total. And there's a guy in. Yeah, 9 total. 8th rushing. As we strike quickly, taking the lead. This is our first time playing the Saints, I believe. I think it would be our first time playing the entire NFC South. Oh, Jerome Ford 2nd in running back receiving touchdowns. That's a random stat, but I kind of respect that they're showing it. Maybe he's one of the reasons that the Saints are winning football games. Outside give the Ford. And he's breaking tackles. Baker. Dude, you're Baker. You can't be losing to Jerome Ford on tackle battles. That's not good. Ford had a good game last week. Maybe he really is the reason that they're winning. Another give to Ford. He gets outside. And he's half the first down. Don't forget, despite how bad or not great Jerome Ford is, he's going against the worst running defense in the NFL probably. So I'd expect some big gains anyway. They'll throw this time, and he's found Olave for 4. Can I please turn it? Okay, I just turned it over to Jones and messed it up. It's a screen. And they just keep getting the ball to Jerome Ford. It's 3rd and short. And Jones is stuffed out by Aiden Hutchinson. Did I say Jones? I meant Ford or Jerome or something, but Aiden Hutchinson crushes that right tackle. I think we probably had him anyway, but I don't know, maybe not. Either way, great play by Aiden Hutchinson to bring him down for a loss. He's been a great run stopper this season for us, which is not exactly what I expected. I expected more pass stopping, but he's definitely our best defensive lineman at stopping the run. Meredith with a nice punt return to the 31. Let's see if Groves can continue the momentum from last drive. And that's why you stick to the game plan. Nothing going there. But they're not really giving me any outside runs. They're giving me exclusively inside runs. And it's a screen pass. Had enough time to get it to Spears, who cuts inside, and he's up to the 49. Keep giving Groves chances, and he will deliver. It was man coverage. They could have gotten the stop there, but it just didn't go to plan. Firing. Did we get hit that quickly? Who messed up? Because it was a 4-man rush. Somebody messed up. Oh, I guess it was Goronski against Brissy, I'm guessing. Yep, against Brian Brissy. It's Goronski, man. I revived your career by moving you from guard to center, and you're still doing stuff like that. Run inside again. Spears gets 5. It will be 3rd and 5 at the 46. Groves gonna run. All right. Groves manages through the pressure, gets the 1st down. It's play action. Groves fires. Mims. Oh, that's Burks. He dropped it. 2nd down and 10. Can we get some outside runs? I guess not. I don't think I like this. On 2nd and 10 is Raynaud's turn. He's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 11. I mean, we just can't be getting beat on a run play by cover 9. Groves trying to evade. Not going to happen. Couldn't find anyone. The Saints are locking up. Or maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe I get it out to the dump off here, but on 3rd and 11, you don't really want to do that. And that's J.C. Latham getting beat by, is that safety? No, it's the linebacker, Willie Gay. Stonehouse punts to end the 1st quarter. And it's down at the 4. We're at the 2nd quarter, 7-0.
From New Orleans after this. Unbalanced look here to the right side.
So they get it out. Of course, it's a broken tackle. Baker just can't tackle today for some reason. And that's by the freaking 74 overall tight end Byers, who's over here breaking tackles from the best linebacker in the NFL. Because Baker keeps getting superstar development from all of his Defensive Player of the Year seasons, and he keeps losing it immediately. So he's still the same player he's been since the start because of that. He could have easily been one of the best in the NFL. We're going to do this because it's caught by Shaheed, 2nd and 4. I'm not gonna blame anything on the offense right now. You can't expect us to score on every drive. You also can't really expect to stop on every drive. We're stopping forward against the run. The question is, can we keep him covered against the pass? Outside give the forward. He's going to have enough this time. Okay. I said we were stopping forward, and he immediately gets like a 15-yard carry. Nice hit by Starks. Love to see it. He's been kind of quiet, big play-wise, this season, which is okay. I think he had like 2 really good plays in the first 2 games, and since he's been really silent. I had to leave Olave there because there's a guy who's going to be oh my god. Hutchinson's gone. Okay. So now we've got probably Jones rushing a ton. It's going to be a lot of off-ball Powell, which I'm fine with. I genuinely got beat by that spin, which is kind of nice feeling actually, because usually the game just forces you to get beat by the CPU juke moves. But that time I actually just got cooked by the spin. Gain of 3 for Ford. As the Saints are starting to drive. Even bad offenses are going to do good against us, because we are really bad on 3rd down. And 2nd down, which makes their 3rd downs easier. Like, they're usually on 3rd and 4s at worst. Unless you get a sack. And he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd and 7. And he fires short. Make the tackle. Nope, of course we're not. We're so bad on 3rd down. That's the worst. That might be the worst part of our defense. I mean, we're bad against big plays too. But I don't know. We're really bad against. Here comes Jones. Pressured and brought down by Bushrod. Welcome back. Big fella. And without sweat for the first time, both our defensive tackles get a sack. That's just so dumb, but I kind of love it. And that's an interesting pass, but it's still caught. He was hit as he threw. If we were hit as we throw, that would went straight to the defender, but it'll be 3rd and 9. It's a screen pass. He gets it out, and Baker stops him short. Saints will settle for 3. Okay. That drive was a little bit difficult, but we got it done. Kick is up, and it is good. This is we've had 5 drives. This is the 5th drive, because they started, yeah, this was the 5th drive of the game. And we're already nearing the end of the 2nd quarter. And that's not what I want. I gotta stop turning into them, because with stick drift, I'm literally losing 5 yards at least. And that's immediately picked. Probably a 1-play touchdown too, just to add insult to injury. Thank you to me for that stop. I can't believe I threw a pick immediately right there, dude. It's like the CPU this season is just like whenever you're using a rookie quarterback, they don't play. Like if you mess up even a little, sacked again. Wyatt and Jones. I'm not sure if Jones is going to get credit for that though. It'll be 3rd down and 14. Give me that! Picked off by Calhoun! We get an interception of our own. Calhoun downfield and brought down by Jones at the 45. Both of these quarterbacks are very interception prone. And that's how you play zone coverage, baby. I think that's Calhoun's first of his career, too.
right to the house.
Let's go.
Athleticism, some great moves on his part.
All right, that kind of saves my interception, which was pretty bad. Now, because now they're pressing very hard with their cornerbacks here. Oh, Groves gets pushed ahead. Just slide. Dude, wait, hold on. Look at this, though. Look at this pass protection. I'm going to give us credit here because I see no one open. Latham keeps Willie Gay from making contact this whole time and also kind of gives us a boost to run with. This is what happens when you focus on your O-line a lot because with this guy in trade, I'm telling you, I'm not. Groves is not getting sacked more than once a game anymore. Groves wants to throw. Wide open man! Ty J. Spears! In for a touchdown. What was that? And what is that? So that's 10 touchdowns on the season for the young back. Pete Warner, where are you going? They called man. He was in man coverage. Oh, that's why you keep Pete Warner on the line, because Spears ran right by him, and we take a 2-score lead thanks to the interception by Calhoun. That interception really saved us. That could have easily been a Saints lead. But by the way, it wasn't a complete user pick. I was controlling Calhoun the whole time, so you're welcome, Titans. 12 seconds is all it took to score. And we get ball at half. And the return man is shut down at the 26. Mac Jones needs to be a little bit safer. But I don't even know why they call Vert so close to the end zone anyway. It was just a bad play call, all right? That pick should never have been possible. Or at least that type of pick. You know, one of my pet peeves is when we have 2 players over there and they still complete the pass. It's like, dude, how could none of y'all be on top of that? And Jones hit as he throws. This isn't a terrible O-line, and we just lost our other best pass rusher. MK should be back hopefully by third quarter. So now we've got Powell rushing. Oh, we're in the trenches. Nice chase down by Calhoun. That should be a way larger gain. Oh, they're going to hurry up offense. And they got their man. They really ran 3 routes. I couldn't guard them. And here comes Jones. Bush ride! Blows it up. Welcome to the starting lineup. They just okay. I'm not reaching. That's why they probably missed Juwan Johnson. Because what is that? 3rd and 11. Oh, and the ball can't even get past the offensive line. This drive sputters out. Saints will punt. They don't want to take the 60-yarder. And it's a deep one. That should bring us to halftime, probably, because we're going to have to run. Because I mean, I trust my line, but I don't trust them enough not to pass the ball. Look at Ty J. Spears. Hey, the quicker we score, the less chances of Quincy Russell to get hurt, to be honest. And I value that a lot. Ooh, they blew up that completely. The linebacker came in to cover one gap, and then Brissy covered the other. We're going straight to halftime with that one. We get the ball back. Literally no reason to force another play at the 5. See you guys after the break.
So we hit halftime, and the team heading to the visiting locker room. The Titans are on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied. We saw a solid first half out of the man from Tulane, Tyjae Spears. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
They're giving us more runs inside right now, which is why I chose that one, because they're giving us a lot of inside runs, so it's been kind of hard to choose outside run plays. So, they made us try to get 450 offensive yards. I probably should have chose, and also 300, so that's kind of weird. Allow 14 points or less, and allow 2 or less pass touchdowns. Okay, so Greg Groves is 4 of 8, 107, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, not his greatest half. Spears only has 4 carries for 19 yards and a touchdown. Groves 2 for 23. Spears 3 for 62. Russell 1 for 4. This is just a weird game right now. Latham's allowed a sack, 6 tackles for Baker, 2 sacks for Wyatt, 1 for Bushrod, 1 interception for Calhoun. Deflections by Thompson and Baker. At least I know. Okay. Come on, let's make it 21-3. Meredith will return the kick. And we're pushed up to the 29. There's Goat. Spears still leading the NFL in rush yards. Oh, no, what the heck? Oh, now they want to give us outside runs. Okay. Spears' carry gets 5. Not bad. Raynaud not going to get anything. A loss. That's our game plan, but they just sent a blitz. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. This isn't the blitz there. 3rd down. We get it to Raynaud. Cuts up field. He'll have enough and more. Up to the 43. Firing to Mims. He's at midfield. Second and 2. Firing for Burks. He makes the catch. It's crazy that he's leading us in receptions. I just did not expect that. I think Crocker would if he wasn't hurt. Spears takes a hit from Gay, and he'll get 4. Play action. Groves. And I'll be picked. Oh, what am I doing? There's just no reason to throw that. Just no reason. Because I gotta stop expecting CPUs not to follow routes in zone. Because just because your players do it does not mean the opponents won't. That should be picks. Come on. Oh, thank you, Snead. 2 deflections in a row will make it 3rd and 10. Y'all might want to switch sides because every time I throw it to Snead's side, it's incomplete. Oh my god. That's just way too much time to throw against this not great offensive line. As I had a feeling when I noticed that their tight end was injured, I just knew their backup was going to fry us, but that's not great. I mean, we don't have we do have Evan K. He's back, but we don't have Hutchinson. I'd kind of like him back, but of course we're not going to get him back. And now even a field goal will make this a one-score game. Thanks to my absolutely terrible interception. It's kind of annoying knowing that they have a rookie who's 1 overall lower, but like 6 years younger here, and they're just using Mac Jones. I wish they were losing games, which hopefully we can help them with. Sacked! There's Ernest Jones. 3rd and 11. Can't let them convert this one, guys. Please. Get some pass rush in here. It's a screen pass. Rashid Shaheed will be short, and they'll kick to make it a 8-point game. From 55, I'd be surprised if they missed. I don't know how good their punter kicker is, though. He seems good enough. I gotta stop turning the ball over, man. I should not have 14 points right now. Looking for Burks. That's overthrown. Yep, that's the pass lead. That's going to mess me up. Whenever my controller decides to start stick drifting, it's going to be a tough rest of the game. I'll tell you that. At least Groves didn't fumble. 3rd and 2. Can we block Brazee? That's like the only guy we really need to block unless they blitz. And we get Pyam. That's enough.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and you're able to convert.
I'm not really sure what's happening, but can we just call the play, please? Caught by Mims on 1st down. This kind of looks like man coverage. Like, look how much they're moving with my players. This is definitely man coverage. Raynaud has enough. Groves rolls out. Get it out to Mims. Nice catch. Oh, reliable is Marvin Mims. This is usually a simple play. One of these routes are usually open. This time it's the drag. Out. There's not even an out route on that play. I'm not sure how I confused that. Nearing the end of the 3rd quarter here. Get it out to Mims on the screen. Nice play. He's getting a lot of receptions. Russell has 1 today. He doesn't have a lot of targets either. I mean, I know he threw the pick to him, but I'm saying, like, he had like 3 targets probably. Which is so low for somebody who usually gets like 10, 8. Looking downfield. Sanders scores on his former division rival to end the 3rd quarter. That's an option route, by the way. So he can choose to keep moving upfield or just take a hitch. And the hitch doesn't look good here at all. They rush 4, and they all go. Latham has no one to block, and then we roll out. Latham doesn't really do much there, but we don't need to because Groves is really good on the run for some reason. And he just launches that one to the wide open Jatavion Sanders, who's been holding his own without Crocker. So maybe Okonkwo really was the problem. 15-point game, the biggest lead we've had.
walks it in for a touchdown.
This game could have been wildly different without that user pick right there. It's a good day for our defense to be having their best performance of the season. Well, it might not end up being that way because the Saints could score more than 10 points today. We'll have to see. And they could beat us. I mean, who knows? Can I put in the rookie? Play action for Mac Jones. Open tight end again. Who's guarding him? Because I know somebody was. It wasn't me, right? I'm on the running back, I believe. Yeah, I'm on the running back. This is Sneed, it looks like. No, he looks like he's on the receiver. I'm not really sure. Maybe I was on the tight end. But that'd be weird because I was on the opposite side. That'd just be a bad play call. To have me on the tight end. Dang, their pass blocking, run blocking is insane, making Ford look good. They really just bullied me. Can you get over here, Hooker? No, you're not going to get over there. Give me that, man. I literally ran across the field just to drop the pick. Man, shut up. Oh my god, they're going to have second life thanks to that dropped interception. Really hope they don't blow this lead. That'd be terrible. Like, shut up. Mac Jones runs all the way to the 8. All of a sudden, this Saints offense is alive. I feel like it's a run. I got proven wrong immediately. If they run it, we're not stopping them here. Told you. I was like, yeah, if they run it here, we're not stopping them. Well, they do end up scoring more than 10 points. This is not our best defensive performance of the season. I mean, that was pretty much a perfect drive. Nothing went wrong. Because even like the plays that should have went wrong, we dropped the interception. No, I'm just going to return this normally, actually. Why'd you tackle me, sir? Hi, Groves. For both teams. 2 picks, 2 touchdowns. No, touchdown is way stronger than a pick. Because they didn't score a touchdown on either of our picks, so. One, they threw a pick back to us, and the other one, I can't remember. So I guess throwing picks, touchdowns are more influential than throwing picks, but I still would rather not throw 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I'm kind of tired of Brzee being like our only issue with this defense. Our only issue is me being dumb and Brian Brzee, because, yeah, that's it. A flag immediately, nice. Why do we hold when we need yards the most? We really need to not go 3 and out here. But that kind of smells like that's what's about to happen. Oh my god, look at Raynaud, and he coughed the ball up. Okay, we fumbled actually like 15 times this year. What did we do to deserve this, man? Like, can we just not blow out a team? Do you have to fumble every game in the 4th quarter? Sit down. A touchdown here would be absolutely massive for the Saints. And terrible for us. I'm not really trying to blow a fourth quarter lead right now. What is that defense? That I'll tell you, it's terrible defense. Baker, that should be all you. I gotta pass that on. I can't just keep following him and let the deeper in route get open with a deeper slant. I'm not sure. I mean, he has all day, so he's gonna find somebody. I have to blitz him. Give me that, McCreary! And he has the distance, but Mac Jones is in pursuit. He's not gonna get him. Rashid Shaheed can't catch him. Pick 6. Mac Jones had all day. And then as soon as he sees me, like, approach, look at this, because I'm just waiting. I'm like, okay, we're not getting pressure. Someone's about to get open. I'm just going to actually say, the second I decide to start running in, he throws the ball. None of these are good decisions, by the way. We locked them up. McCreary's guarding 2 routes at once. This might be his best play of his career. He's guarding 2 routes at once. That's an amazing job. We did really good there. What was that play? Probably sort of stick route or something. I'm not really sure. Back to a 15-point game. When is that time McCreary had a defensive touchdown? It's been mostly Tap and Snead. I think that's pretty much it. And Baker maybe? I don't know if Baker has any pick sixes. Recently, at least. All right, Macamillion Jones. They had a chance to tie the game. He just throws it right to Roger McCreary. But no one was open, but, like, you can't just throw it because no one's open. Come on, we need to allow 14 points or less, guys. I don't think we're going to allow 14 points or less.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jones.
Byers is 10 for 113. What world am I living in? The 73 overall tight end is just always open. I got him this time, but he did not drop it. I thought he was actually going to drop that. Why would I think the best tight end in the NFL, aka a 73 overall normal depth tight end, would drop a pass? Foolish. Give me that. No. Ooh, open. They're going to say he didn't get 2 feet, and MK's hurt again. They're going to say Olave didn't get 2 feet. Were they this close last play? What? I think I'm just tripping, genuinely. All right, 2-minute warning. So that will pretty much end the game. It's going to be really hard for the Saints to win this one now. They'll first have to get into the end zone, which I'm not planning on allowing. But just because I'm planning it. I mean, last time we played this defense, they had all day to throw, but they also couldn't find anyone open. So, and I was playing Spy. Oh, we lost one really. Dude, Byers is just the best tight end in the NFL. I mean, we had 8 players in coverage. They ran 4 routes and found someone open immediately. Actually, now they're not going to have to go for an onside kick because they didn't have to use a timeout. They're just going to kick it to us. If we lose somehow, I just want everyone to know that's Raynaud's fault because he fumbled like a dummy. He really doesn't need to be on the field. That probably would be for the best if we just didn't allow Raynaud to hit the field. But he's on the field right now, so I expect you to remedy what you just did with a first down. He didn't get a first down. Guyton pushed him forward, though. Do we just say, try and stop us? I kind of want to just say, first down. That's caught by Huff. They'll say he's just short. I know it's 3 against 4 on this left side, but watch. Yes, sir. It's really bad for the Saints. That's game over, actually, for the Saints. I don't know why they're saying run the ball now. They can't win. So it wasn't pretty, but it really was effective. Like, offense did what they did need to do most of the time. It wasn't like a crazy great offensive performance. I feel like besides the turnovers, we were actually really effective. Wait, what am I looking for? Oh, special teams. Anyway, as I was saying, defense did really, really well. We allowed 6 points in the first half, and then just some garbage points, to be honest. Picked off Mac Jones twice. Offensive line was really solid most of the game. And we literally won a game where Russell played the entire game and had 1 reception. That doesn't even make sense to me. But that's what happened. So we'll take it. We're heading into the bye week 4 and 5. But hear me out. If we go, so after 4 and 5, that means there's 8 games left. If we go 4 and 4, that would be 8 and 9. So if we go like 6 and 2, that's 10 and 7. That's playoffs, probably. Last year, a 9 and 7 and 1 team made the playoffs. And I think the 7th seed right now is like 4 and 4. So like if we go 10 and 7, we can make the playoffs. We might be able to go to playoffs at 9 and 8. So we just need to have a winning record in the next few games. Yep, that's basically the play of the game right there. Roger McCreary pick 6. He looks so short. So, Groves actually threw 4 of 8. Since then, he threw 10 of 12. I mean, I know he threw the picks and stuff, but I'm still happy with the game. We knew he was going to throw a lot of picks this season. I mean, really, I knew I was going to throw a lot of picks this season. Spears had a great game through the air and on the ground. Also had his 145-yard gain. Mims, 4 receptions, led the team. 14 tackles for Jerome Baker. 2 TFLs in the sack for Bushrod. Well, we should really just a TFL and a sack, and then 2 sacks for Wyatt. Pick for McCreary and Calhoun. 2 deflections for Snead. All right, that's 2 in a row. That's like our first winning streak of the entire freaking season. Hey, we started worse last year and still went 8-1, so. Devontae Wyatt. Let's get that run stopper up. Up to a 79. 3 finesse moves, 2 block shed. He has actually really good finesse moves. The thing is, I can't resign him. He's just not. He's going to get worse. He might go down to normal. And I could do better than him. I'm sure. DeAndre Powell is the last one worth anything. He's up to a 77, even though for some reason our morale still sucks. 3-man, 1 zone. What is this man? It's probably not very good, but 61 isn't terrible for a linebacker. And I couldn't care about any of these 3, even though I did, Meredith and. So, we're on to week 10. So, this is our bye week. PJ Richardson got signed by the Colts. I hate y'all. I mean, I don't really care about PJ Richardson, but he's a solid backup option. He's been a solid backup option for years now. I was like, dude, this is probably your last chance to make the team next year. At least Crocker's back. Why are we all depressed again? Like, can we not be happy? Is it because you threw 2 picks, Groves? I'm sorry. He's 39 morale. He didn't lose any morale this week. He's just been depressed because of the losing streak, and he keeps fumbling. Can we stop being depressed, guys? We're doing pretty well now. We're 4-5. We can go to the playoffs in you guys' rookie year. And I don't know why Wills thinks he's starting over Latham. I'm not really sure where he got that from. But you're going to be a backup now, so, and probably a trade piece. You know, you're probably not going to be very good next year. Yeah, your contract's going to be up nearly next year, so you're definitely not going to be here for much longer. Welcome back, Crocker. Who else did we lose? I can't even remember. Jedrick Wills. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter because he didn't play anyway. I'm proud of what you two did in your first game without Sweat. I'm tired of you getting injured. I don't know why you're depressed. I don't know why we're depressed, guys. We're doing better now. We should be happy. We should be happy. Raynard probably might be able to, probably will be able to learn his depth trait before the season ends, which is nice. So we're at the final 8, folks. We're above the Jags now because we beat them and they keep losing. Ooh, still the 10th seed though. Yeah, now the 7th seed last week was 4-4. Since both the Broncos and the Bengals both won, and the Steelers, like all those teams are pretty sure were 4-4 and they all won. So it's gonna be pretty tough to make the wild card. It's gonna be impossible to win the division though, so we're gonna need to make the wild card. So probably at least 4-3, or 5-3. Groves fell behind Lawrence, which I don't really care about. What did Walker do to jump in front of Spears? I guess Spears didn't have a crazy game either, but still. I guess that's it. So, yeah, next time we'll go through the bye week and then get blown up by the Texans. That's going to be fun. Still, okay, so now we're 8th in yards. Yeah, we're still the best running offense per game. Imagine, and now we're the best against rush yards. How's that even happen? Anyway, adios.